What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. I'm your host, Trevor. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yesterday I was out sick, so unfortunately Monday I could not record the Niner podcast, but we're going to do that today. There's a few things we want to get into, some exciting news or some interesting news, I will say. Before I get into that, just everybody remember, next Wednesday, 100th episode, we'll have Matt Steinmetz from 95.7 The Game here. Super excited to have him here. We had Guru on before, and hopefully we can get them back on again at a later date as well. So that being said, guys, tune in next Wednesday for that. It's going to be a really fun episode. We're going to be doing Warrior Talk. So anyway, let's get back to the Niners. News in the last couple days is that Deebo Samuel, with his exit interview at the end of the year, requested a trade from the 49ers. The Niners have given him the option to seek a trade. Him and his agent are looking. Guys, I don't know who's going to give him. Let's put it this way. I don't know what the Niners are going to be able to get because his contract is so high. There's not a lot of people out there that are going to probably want to pay him that money, but you never know. There might be. It's been my opinion, actually, since been middle of last year that Deebo Samuel wouldn't be on this roster next year. I didn't know how that would happen, but I just felt like he is a piece on this Niners team that doesn't really have a position. He's very good at a lot of things, but he just doesn't have an actual spot on this roster. So he's looking for a trade. Good news is there's a couple players out there that are also looking for a trade, and they're good. So the first guy I want to talk, well, first, let's talk about this, okay? First things first, let's talk about the money. So Debo signed a 3-year, $71 million contract, 71,550 to be exact, okay? So that's a 3-year contract that's up in 2026. So he's got another basically season left on it. He's got a signing bonus of $24 million. He's got guaranteed $41 million. So his average salary per year is $23,800, so almost $24 million. That's a lot for Deebo Samuel. So we'll see what they could do. There's a couple players out there, guys, that I would love to see the Niners actively go try and get. And with Deebo Samuel as a trading piece, you might be able to get that done. Myles Garrett is the obvious one. We need a guy to come in and help anchor the defensive line. Myles Garrett can do that. And if you had Myles Garrett on the same defensive team as Bosa, as Greenlaw, you guys, I mean, on and on and on. This team would be absolutely just devastating from a defensive standpoint. I would trade Deebo Samuel for Garrett in a second. The question is that something that the Browns are willing to do? I'm not sure that the Browns want to take on that kind of a cap hit or not cap hit, but I don't think they just want to take on that kind of salary or cap hit, whatever you want to call it. I don't think they want to do that for Debo, but who knows? They might if both players want to get out of there that badly. Maybe we can make something work. That would just make the Niners defense so absolutely amazing. That's like a dream scenario. Garrett is just, one of the best in the league at his position, probably the best. And, I mean, you place him on that defense with the Niners, my God, that would be absolutely amazing, right? And now that we got Robert Saleh back as a defensive coordinator, I think that this defense is going to turn a corner and become something very, very awesome to watch next year. I mean, he did it once already with the Niners. He's going to do it again. I have no doubt about that. If the injury bug doesn't come back to get us, if we could go get a guy like Garrett, that would be just absolutely awesome. Okay? There's another guy out there that wants a trade, that wants to play for the Niners. That's Davante Adams. The problem I have with Davante Adams is he is a locker room killer. So is he going to come to the Niners and change the attitude and play team football? Is he going to play selfless football like the Niners do here? Or is he going to come in and is he going to have this diva attitude? And are we going to see a guy who's going to try and kill the locker room here? Because he's not worth that. And I think over the last couple of years, it's kind of shown that he might be that guy. So I'm not sure how exciting the Niners need to be to go after somebody like Adams. Plus, just remember, we have a ton of weapons on offense. I don't think going and getting another wide receiver, he is one of the best wide receivers in the league. So it's not like he wouldn't have value. He'd have a lot of value as long as he comes in with the right attitude. It might be worth looking at, but I'd much rather have Garrett on this team than Davante Adams. I'll say that right now. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to see them go after him. I think Myles Garrett would be, I don't know if he's even, I don't know how available he really is. The Browns, I don't know if have come out and said, yeah, we'll go ahead and look at trade options for this guy. I'm not really sure. So let's wait and see what happens with him. But my feeling is that Garrett probably will get traded somewhere. So the Niners should really, really give it an opportunity to go out there and try and snag him. I think that would be just awesome. Those are two players that you can go out and get. You get one of them, I mean, you know, even if you get Davante Adams, now you're really, really overloaded on offense. But what you need is you got to have that defense running on all cylinders. They don't have any pressure at the quarterback. Garrett just seems like the kind of guy that would be perfect, the perfect solution to the Niners' problem right now as far as pressuring the quarterback. So, in my opinion, go get him. But right now, guys, there's a lot of speculation around what the Niners might do. They have, I think, 4 picks in the first 3 rounds, 11 picks overall in the draft. They've got some cap space now. I think the Niners are in a very good position to rebound for next year and really come out and make some noise. They have a very easy schedule compared to last year. One of the easiest in the league, actually, coming up. So they have that going for them. So, guys, overall, this is kind of exciting news to see some of these players that are available that maybe the Niners can go out there and snag. So let's see if the Niners do that. I think that they're going to be aggressive. They have a long offseason to go ahead and try and get this thing right. I think they will do that. I can't wait to see what happens between now and summertime. And unfortunately, this is the slow time of year when it's football. And so we're going to sit back and kind of patiently wait. Brock Purdy's going to get done. We know he's going to get a contract. It's probably going to be in the $55 million range. So nobody should be upset or criticize that because that's just the market, guys. This is a business. You may not think that he's worth that much, but the bottom line is that he is going to get paid what the market, basically what the market value is and what the demand is. So he's there. He's right there at that amount. That's what they're going to get paid. Now the question is, can they do a deal with this contract to make it maybe get him paid on the back end a little bit more so that we can get some players in here now to win a Super Bowl? We just saw the Eagles win the Super Bowl doing exactly what the Niners should have continued to do the first and second time they played the Chiefs. They should have ran the ball. They should have kept running the ball. Maybe run Brock Purdy a little bit more. Now, I would love to see that happen next time we get on the field and play the Chiefs. The Eagles basically gave you the blueprint. Quarterback pressure, quarterback pressure, quarterback pressure. You can't do that without somebody like Myles Garrett on your team. You got Nick Bosa, but you need somebody on the other side. Maybe Joey Bosa comes and joins the team. Maybe they make a trade for Joey Bosa. That could happen. There are a number of teams that Deebo Samuel is rumored to be going to, but hey, is way too early to really know. Los Angeles Chargers are one. New England Patriots are one. The Raiders are one. Pittsburgh Steelers are another one that would like to have him. Denver Broncos, I'm sure, would like to have him. So those are a few to name. Now, none of those are the Browns, but Deebo Samuel's, if he wants a trade bad enough, I don't think that we're just going to go ahead and accommodate him no matter where he ends up wanting to go. This trade needs to be put in place. So let's see what happens. I think that Deebo Samuel will get his trade, and I think the Niners will get something very good for it. But he is owed a lot of money, and it will be somewhat difficult to move him. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but it will be somewhat difficult to try and move him with the amount of money he's owed next year. But I do think it's possible. And if he wants out bad enough, then somehow they'll make it happen. Somehow they'll make it happen, guys. So I think it's good news because I don't see a spot for Deebo Samuel on this team long term. I just never I haven't for a while. We have our players set in place. We have Christian McCaffrey running the ball. Okay. Now we have our wide receivers. BA will be back. We have Kittle. We have all of our guys. We got Juszczyk. We got all these star, offensive weapons that we can that we can go with. We don't really need to have Deebo Samuel there. Is it nice to have him? Absolutely. But he did, drop a step or two this last year. He didn't really come into camp in shape. He didn't play during the regular season that much in shape. He's lost a step a little bit. So listen, guys, it's not the end of the world that he wants a trade, and I think that's why the Niners are accepting it, because I think they see the writing on the wall. So let him go and try and look for a trade. But if I'm the Niners, I'm on the phone to the Browns, to the Jets, try and see if they can get something going. Maybe to the Chargers, see if Joey wants to come play with his brother, something like that. But I do see the Niners in a position to be able to make some really good moves this year in the offseason before we go into next year. And next year, I got to tell you guys, with the injury bug last year, I can almost guarantee this Niner team is going to look a million times better this coming year. I really believe that. So let's see what happens. Guys, keep it positive. The Niners are in a good spot with their draft picks, with money. They can go out and spend some money. If Samuel wants a trade, maybe we can make something happen where we get somebody really good in return. I think that's possible. And so, good position all around, guys. Good position all around. Anyway, until the next time, that's the news right now, guys. Not a lot going on in football, but considering the Super Bowl just ended, I at least have something to talk about. Myles Garrett is somebody who, if I keep willing it, maybe it'll happen. I want to will this thing to happen. I want this guy here with the Niners. I think it's just absolutely perfect. It would be a perfect fit. It would turn this defense into just an all-out elite, deadly defense. Let's see him get here. Let's see if they go out and try and make a trade for this guy. That would be just awesome if they did. So, hey, guys, let's pay attention to the news. I'll see you back here on Monday for more Niners talk. If they do make a move between now and next Monday, just watch out for my live shorts. I will definitely comment on it, and we'll talk a little bit before the next Monday podcast. But until then, guys, remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. So Niners, let's get to work and make this team the team we want to see go to the Super Bowl next year. See you in the next one.